Welcome to the course demo for Biotility, Corrective Action, Preventive Action. The presenter and creator of this course is Travis Arola from National Resilience, Inc.
CAPA. The word strikes fear in the hearts of some and dread in the hearts of others. But the truth is that CAPAs are here to help you. The goal of a CAPA is exactly what it says, to take corrective action or to take preventive action. For corrective action, something went wrong and you're trying to correct the root cause in order to make sure it doesn't happen again. Notice I didn't say you're trying to prevent it from happening again. That's because there's some confusion between corrective actions and preventive actions. I will present to you the definitions from FDA, but don't be surprised if you hear people in industry confusing corrective and preventive actions. Having a CAPA system is an FDA requirement in the biotech world. The FDA guidance for industry quality systems approach to pharmaceutical cGMP regulations from 2006 gives them definitions from CAPAs. So that 2006 guidance from FDA says that CAPA is a well-known cGMP regulatory concept that focuses on investigating, understanding, and correcting discrepancies while attempting to prevent their recurrence. Quality system models discuss CAPA as three separate concepts, all of which are used in this guidance. Number one, remedial corrections of an identified problem, and the key word there is correction. Number two, root cause analysis with corrective action to help understand the cause of the deviation and potentially prevent recurrence of a similar problem. And the keywords there are corrective action. Number three, preventive action to avert recurrence of a similar potential problem. And the keywords there are preventive action. In biotech, it's important for the sake of the end patient, your company's reputation, and the stock price that identified problems or deviations are caught and affected product is not released. And it's good business practice to identify the root cause and correct your processes so it doesn't happen again. That's because you can't release that product for use if you can't prove that it's safe and effective. The entire process is designed to implement some pretty basic common sense principles. That's why CAPA systems are found in various forms in various industries outside of biotech as well. Any company that seeks to maintain ISO 9001 certification, for example, must have a CAPA system per section 3.6 of the standard. So once you're sure you have identified the root cause, then you do your corrective and preventive action planning. After you've implemented the corrective action, then you verify that that corrective action was effective. You implement those actions. You do some effectiveness checks to make sure that you actually did eliminate the root cause. And there's a management approval step near the end. And last but not least, we have QA dispositioning the CAPA. And even here, after all is said and done, we close the CAPA. We want to make sure that we're tracking and trending. Now let's look at where CAPAs can sometimes go wrong. And then there's the matter of training. If the software vendor is performing the training, they're going to charge you for it. You'll have to send your administrators, your software administrators, off to training. And each of these training sessions, there will be a limited number of participants. And, people move on, they take another job, and then you have to send more people to this training. And some kinds of training for software is required for all users. Is that something that you're willing to take on in-house and handle that as you hire new people? And finally, in electronic systems, there's something called the GAMP5 risk-based approach. That's what you use to determine which test scripts you're going to actually run based on the risk to your GMP compliance. In the end, I think you'll find once the CAPA system is set up electronically, it's a lot easier to manage, a lot easier to keep track of the data, pull reports, hold people accountable if it's all in the electronic system.